Football. I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Hawkeyes will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to pass. It's Hammond. Makes the grab on the left. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Both these teams have had some good moments this year, and they'd love nothing better than to improve their bowl positioning, build a little momentum by getting a win in this one.
You're just trying to punctuate the season, right? How big would it be for one of these two programs to finish the year as a ranked team? It would help them so much in the offseason with recruiting and really help their confidence looking ahead to next year.
Confidence and momentum and just learning how to win. A part of that is a part of the process of being great in the future. And this team, learning how to win, finding ways to get it done, it's only going to build momentum, and hopefully you can carry that over to next season.
Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it all right. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time when the offense gets a huge explosive play.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
And the Red Raiders with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You want to end a play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen.
Grab near the marker. It's Wilkerson. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Red Raiders come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a man. A little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Keep going. Holds and fires complete to the right. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Running behind that left side. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws.
Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got it burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Grab near the sticks. It's Edwards. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Firing toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hawkeye. Made the grab in the end zone for the score. Extra point here will tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
There was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback.
No, loses the ball after a huge gain. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. Give to the running back. Breaks into the open. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And this offense shows you why they are really hard to stop. A long, explosive run. You think everybody's thinking run, pile in the box, the play-action pass. They can beat you with the run. They can beat you with the pass. This is a tough offense to stop.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, and you've got to lock in.
And the Red Raiders can really attack on this second and short. Wants to throw. It's Hammond. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Quarterbacks work so hard on those mechanics, but sometimes things start moving fast and they get away from it.
It does, and when you get on that back foot, a lot of times that ball is going to drift, and you're not coming through the target, so you're not putting enough mustard on it to get it to finish through your target, and the ball will get there and hurry. So all those mechanics are things you work on, but you're right. When you put a defense in front of you, you got to change that thing a little bit.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
The Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Snap it to the back. Shakes off the defender.
Well, it's plays like that that will help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Red Raiders with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Red Raiders have their offense in high gear. Looking to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying.
Intercepted deep in his own end.
I believe he threw that ball.
And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. This should be the last play of the quarter. They'll go to the ground. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Oh, they're after him. With the catch, it's Joyner. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
That third down pass left a vapor trail, but it's incomplete.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense. And this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. Iowa has the ball back on offense. They've been firing on all cylinders. Touchdowns on each of the first two drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Second down, he'll throw it. Bringing the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And that's a really good job by this defense. Complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Another incompletion on third down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Here's the pressure. And he left that one short, trying to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit and when they get hurried and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. This time it's complete. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They a quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The short hand, it's Joyner. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matter with these defenses nowadays is points and limit.
He puts some heat on that one down the middle. Oh, and it's a pick. He threw it right into the double coverage. They'll stop him at the 22-yard line as the defense makes a play. Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Caught over the middle. It's Edwards.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. And a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
They're going to run it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Off play action. Near the sticks, it's Johnson. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Really good job when this play went off script, and that's the job of a tight end. Find the soft spot and stay in the quarterback's field of vision.
Yeah, and it's just frustrating to play this kind of style of quarterback. It's always going to extend the play, make it harder on you as a defense. You got to guard longer in the back end and just did a nice job getting outside the pocket and getting it to the big fella tight end.
He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
Well, they go with the bootleg, and it works that time. You saw the defensive end came crashing down the line of scrimmage. He was sold on the fact that the running back was going to have the ball. So nice job with the ball fake by the Q. And he's able to use that speed to get outside. Nice positive play.
And the Hawkeyes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. There we go. Russell out of bounds at the 26. A huge pickup on the ground. The Hawkeyes back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Back to throw. It's Baker. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
The defense was obviously ready for that. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has. So nice job defending.
Pulls it in. It's Dean. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on the pass play.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pocket breaking down. He'll throw it. Finds his man. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And he'll envision the ball flight as he lines
I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss, make rate, and listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but we left some points off the scoreboard there.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. With the catch, it's Jones.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air. It's Hammond. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. And the Red Raiders will hustle to the line. To the air on first down. Got a man. It's Joyner. He goes out of bounds across the 25, marking at the 24. In this defense, his head is spinning. The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Catch in the middle. It's good.
The defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Red Raiders have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on it to force the incompletion.
They're going to go to the air on 30 short. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal. The clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Touchdown, Red Raiders! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Man, that was beautiful clock management. Great job by this offense, sustaining the drive, not getting too much in a panic, and finishing the drive with a touchdown with not a lot of time on the clock.
He'll bring it out. It's Dean. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Red Raiders will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Iowa has the ball back on offense. It's working. Why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter. Turning it on. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Boy, was he well protected. Finally, lets one go to the left. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability. Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 13, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Paul, kind of understanding that my defense is not... The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Iowa has it back on offense, hoping to ride the wave to the end zone. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Solid run on the last play, sets this offense up on first down. They'll try to outflank him with the jet sweep. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Using his legs, it's Edwards.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Catch inside the 25. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Some penalties hurt a little bit more or a lot more than other ones. That one wipes out a huge game. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric, trying to help Tech on this third down. Unloads to the wideout. And the third down pass incomplete after a good deflection by the defense.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Quarterback on the keeper. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground. He gets north fast.
Motion from the wideout. They'll ride the hot hand.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
And the Red Raiders in a good spot here with second and short. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
The Red Raiders come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Might be calling a hot route. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. He's got an open man. And he's marked down right there, but a good pickup, and it'll be a first down. And the Red Raiders are marching down the field. Power football with the run. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds the tight end. Hauled down, and they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
Nice job decision-making by the quarterback there in the RPO, not handing it off, knowing he had to throw it, but then also understanding his open guy was going to be in the right flat.
And the Red Raiders kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wants to throw on 1st down. Using his feet to buy time. Snagged out of the air.
The pass rush has got to do a better job with their lane integrity. You cannot let this particular quarterback with his speed flush out to the right or to the left, because he's absolutely going to kill you. You've got to do a better job collapsing the pocket and forcing him to step up into the teeth of your rush.
Dropping back, it's Hammond. Grab near the marker. It's Durham. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
The offense cashing it in on that drive. The extra point here would tie the game.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's the handoff. Look out, he's got room. There he goes. And that stiff arm is a weapon for this runner. He uses it and picks up a 1st down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And he is stopped for no gain, and that will bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the 1st down. And the Hawkeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
That's caught. It's Edwards. Across the 35. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. the play fake on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late, we're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
To throw, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. Working the middle. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on.
Touchdown, Hawkeye! And they've moved out front here in the 4th. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. The inside handoff. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Gonna run it. It's Washington.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. They want that clock to run. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
And this guy really has been a workhorse today. He's made plays when his offense needed them the most. He's a guy who's reliable. They know they can turn around, give him the football, and he'll go make things work out. They're going to need him to finish this game. He has to continue playing well after that big run now.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Gets rid of it. Trying to blow his way out. Touchdown, Iowa! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire. You might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finds his man. It's Wilkerson. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard
field. So I like the idea in this 2-minute drive, throwing it that way. Let's keep it going, keep our pedal to the metal.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. It'll be third and long. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Dropping back, it's Hammond. Fires to the middle. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Here we go. Ready? It's reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections. But the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead. And a lot of times for a loss and put the offense in a bind.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, when you say